How was my first month of retirement? As of a couple of days ago, I've been retired for 4 weeks. And, it's been really busy. I just thought I'd share with you some of my thoughts about what I've learned over the last month and some of the things that I've encountered, some of the things that I've done. So, to start with, the first thing I did the day after I left my work for the last time, I got in my truck, connected a trailer to it, loaded up my cat, and I drove 900 miles from my old home to my new home where my wife was already waiting. Yeah, transporting a cat 900 miles is a very interesting thing, but I made it. I got up here to my new location just in time to have an 8-inch snow, the first big snow of the season here. I hope it's the only big snow of the season. And I am clearly not ready for 8 inches of snow. It's something that I've only seen once before in my life. 8 inches of snow. And because of that, I kind of was stuck inside the new homestead here for about 4 days. That was a rough one because I had all these things that I had been wanting to do, and instead I got up here and it was. I wanted to organize the garage, but it was too cold to work in the garage. We had 3 days in a row where it was below zero at night. I've never had to deal with that before. One of the things I did when I got up here is I shoveled a driveway for the first time in my life. That was interesting. I've never done that before. Fortunately, we had a snow shovel, and I was able to get out there and do the work. One thing I've done is I've spent a lot of time with my grandchildren, which is really the reason that I've retired and moved here, is to be closer to them, and so I can be a more constant part of their lives. And so in the last month, I've had a chance to be with them a lot, take care of them, go places with them, just have adventures, and it's really been wonderful. I've had the chance to try some new things here in my new home place. I went to a amateur radio club meeting, which was fun. I was able to go to a bagpipe band practice, which was fun. I got to go to a local makerspace and kind of get oriented what's available there, all the things that I can do. Being an engineer, I love to make things. I love to do things. I love to fix things. So the makerspace, in absence of having my own shop, makerspace is a great thing. I think I'm really going to enjoy that. What are some of the things that we've been having to cope with? So my spouse and I, we are learning to live together again. Um, it's when you've been working for 34 years and I've been gone every day during the day and I come home at night, she's had the place to herself during the day, and then we spend the weekends together. Um, it's a change for both of us. My wife told me in the months leading up to this several times that I married you for better or for worse, but I didn't marry you for lunch. So we're adjusting to this availability of time. I'm learning. I'm learning how to give her space. I'm a morning person. I've always been a morning person. I will probably always be a morning person. She's a little bit later in the morning person. And so that time for her at the beginning of the day is precious. And so I'm learning to get out of the way, let her have space, me go and do something else. And then that kind of smooths the transition into our day. One of the things we've committed to as a couple going into this is we said, we're going to talk. Anytime there's an issue that comes up, we're not going to sit on it. We promise we're not going to have hurt feelings. We're going to talk about things and work them out as they come up. And so far, that's worked out really well. It's been healthy. And we've had to deal with several things along the way in just this first month. And I think as long as we maintain that attitude, it's going to be fine. One of the things that we just did, we had been here a month. We made a trip back to the city we came from, and spent time with family and friends, and went back to our home church. And it was great. We had a wonderful time. It was great to see everybody. It's also hard realizing that that's not home now. This is home. It's a little bit of a struggle, but I think as we make new friends here and we get more plugged in, that'll get easier. One of the things that we've been struggling to do, I guess not really a struggle, but one of the things that's going to take more time than I'd hoped is finding a church home. That's very important to us. And we've visited several churches, and none of them really feel like home, but it's not fair to compare it to where we came from. So we have to learn to embrace what's here, embrace the churches, and find the place where at least we can feel the most comfortable and where we can plug in. One thing that I'm also having to learn to embrace, which is a real struggle for me, is quiet, slower time. It's just hard to slow down. When I slow down, I feel like I'm being wasteful or maybe even lazy because I'm not constantly being productive. I used to work all day and then I come home and I'd have my time in the evening and try and knock out the projects that needed to be done. If I had a weekend, I'd work on stuff over the weekend, knowing that I would be going back to work on Monday, and that occupied 40, 50, 60 hours of my week. It's not that way anymore. It's slower. It's a real adjustment. Financially, we really haven't made any adjustments yet because I haven't gotten my last paycheck yet. I've been living on vacation pay. And so my last paycheck will be coming up soon. And then after that, we'll have to make our first withdrawal from our nest egg. And I can tell you right now, that is going to be painful. I just know it's going to hurt. But again, we'll adjust. That's what the plan is for, right? The plan says you can withdraw this money. And we're going to do that. But boy, I tell you, it's going to hurt. That's kind of how my first month has gone. I know it's sort of a scattershot discussion, but that's how it's gone. All things considered, I think it's going pretty well. Have you had any struggles in your retirement? Have you had to make any of these adjustments, or are there a bunch of other adjustments that you've gone through and I need to know about because I'm going to have to hit those adjustments too? Put them in the comments. That would be great. I can learn from you, and you can help me know how to adjust to what's coming. Thank you all very much for watching this. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, give it a thumbs up. Put a comment in the comment section. Say I like this kind of content, or maybe you put a comment that says, David, I don't like this content at all. I wish you would go back to doing the more technical stuff. I'll listen and adjust. I want to be useful to the audience. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I guess I'll see you next time.